Okay, so today I want to film a video about experiences and why I think it's very important to have them at as many as possible. I don't want to really talk good about myself, but I do want to say that I feel that I'm very secure as a person in myself. One of the reasons for that is because I've experienced a lot of different scenarios, and even though I'm still young and I have a lot more to experience and learn from and continue developing and growing, I do want to say that even from a young age, I did have many different scenarios in my life where I feel like I came out of them with knowledge about human life. That sounds very cheesy, but like I feel like I've, in a sense, kind of matured in that part of my life. And I do want to talk about even the mini interactions you have with people, like starting conversations with random people, to bigger things of like moving countries, finding what you want to do in life, completing a big accomplishment, all of these experiences, and even the negative ones, because I feel like people put away and they only think that they should have positive experiences. But a lot of the times it's the negative experiences that build your character, your behaviors, your actions. It could be in a good way, could be in a bad way. It all depends on you. And the point is that it's in your control. So I want to talk about things that are in your control today, because there's no point on dwelling on things that are not in your control, because it's a waste of time and you should be focusing on things that you can control. Your thoughts, your values, your behaviors, your actions, they're constituted from the experiences you have, even from childhood. It's primary socialization. Primary socialization is socialization that you get from your family members, and that builds your values, that builds your norms of like what's right to do, taking your shoes off in the house when you enter the house, washing your dishes straight away. Like all these like little micro habits are built from your interactions with your family. And then on the macro scale, it goes more into interactions like secondary socialization. It goes into more interactions with your friends, your school, your teachers, your work, all of these interactions that are outside and in life, which you experience after a certain age. Then these all build you as a person. All of these interactions build you as a person. They all, think about this. You're with a group of friends, you would notice yourself picking up on the phrases that they say. I notice this, I do the same thing. I pick up on phrases that they say which I find really funny, and then when you use it with another group of people, they don't really understand it. So it's like it's you learning from them and you taking it out into the real world. All these experiences that you build and you can build over yourself are good because they give you a perception of yourself. They give you what you like, what they give you, what you don't like. They give you what you enjoy doing, what you don't enjoy doing, and then you can work from there and keep it going. You can find out if you aren't social enough. So if you're scared to approach people, then that tells you that maybe you don't feel really comfortable, and then you're like, why don't I feel comfortable? So then it kind of gives you an idea that maybe I should be doing this more, because even socializing with people, it's a characteristic that you can build. Don't just settle for the fact that, oh, I don't talk to people, like I'm that bad at socializing, so like let me not just try. Yeah, maybe you might have a harder time, but it's still something that you can work on and improve on. So that's what I want to say, is that a lot of the behaviors that we have, we can improve on that. There's no definitive thing. Our brains are always changing, our neurons are always progressing, we're always building new connections. One thing is, I want to give you an example, is that I used to say no to a lot of things my mom would be like saying. Like she would be like, oh, like let's go do this, let's go do that. And I'd always just be like, no, like I don't really want to go, until I realized that, wow, like what am I doing? Like I feel like I should be experiencing more. And when I started saying yes to more things, and by things, I meant like experiences that can help me have more things, because I feel like these experiences also make you more interesting as a person. When you experience more, it just makes you more interesting, in my personal opinion. So saying yes to things that you think are going to build yourself as a person, I think it's very important, and not to limit yourself, and doing things that you would not expect from yourself. So if you never thought you would run 5 kilometers, run 5 kilometers. Like, why would you not want to run? Like, what's your excuse for not? Like, I never thought I would run 10 kilometers. And what I did one time is I just ran 10 kilometers, and wow, that just proved to me that I could do it if I wanted to. Or like speaking to the camera, or even starting this YouTube channel. Like I genuinely did not think I would ever start a YouTube channel, because I used to be really camera shy, and I used to be like, no, I don't really want to do that. I feel like people are going to stop me. Like a lot of things were limiting yourself, and you have to find out what is limiting you as a person, because you realize that so many things are stopping you from putting yourself out there. And for what reason? Like, for what reason are things stopping you from putting yourself out there? And you, most of the time when you make those conclusions, you realize that it's just stupid things. So when you have these realizations, then you do them. What's stopping you from talking to a stranger? What's stopping you? What's stopping you from complimenting a worker? What's stopping you from learning something new from people? You can always learn things from people. So it's about realizing that, and doing things independently too is very important. I do want to say that there's a difference between intentional like experiences and unintentional experiences. It's like, the difference between is, yeah, like obviously things that you can control and things that you can't control. So your childhood trauma is things that you couldn't really control, so that also builds you as a person. But you could take it the right way, or you could take it the wrong way. You could take it in a way where it motivates you to become better, or you could take it in a way where it limits you as a person, and it just gives you an excuse to use it as doing bad behaviors in your future. I do just want to give you a reminder that things could be, with experiences, things could be in your control or out of your control, but it's what you do from that, you know, it's what you learn from this. So hopefully you guys learned something today, and I do know that I have to work on the audio, and I haven't had social media in a long time, so I would recommend you guys to watch my reasons for not having social media and what you can do and why it helped me. So hopefully you guys learned something today.